Hey guys, I wanted to start on the internet companies. This is part two of my little series here. Quickly, I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to go into the companies that I do follow. If you want that information, please DM me or leave me a message and I will go ahead and DM you back who I follow and I'll tell you why. But it would make this video way, way, way too long. So quickly, how I found online communities and online stores. I found one in particular that's a pretty big name, and I started looking at wigs on there, and then I found out that she had lives, and from her lives I found out that she had a Facebook community, and I joined her Facebook community. Through that Facebook community, I found names for other stores online, from women that I had met there, from whatever, and I would check them out, and I've probably checked out 50 to 100 different companies, and I have about 8 to 10 that I buy from regularly. That doesn't mean that those are the only 8 to 10 that are good. There's tons of companies out there, and we all have our whys as to why we like one company more than another, and that is your decision to make on why you would follow this company versus that company, what you feel about this, that, or the other thing. What I do want to touch on is some of the things that I think are important on these online stores. I think they need to have a good customer service. That's first and foremost. Is the person behind this willing to answer your questions, willing to talk to you if you need it? There are some companies that have online consultations. There are some companies that have, they do lives, and I like the lives because you can see this wig on different people, right? You can see, hey, I'm interested in, this is Fontaine. I'm interested in Fontaine. They showed Fontaine. That kind of thing. I've tended to choose companies too where I felt welcomed, where I felt like I was part of the community, where I felt like not only was the store decent, but so were the people that followed it. And that's, for me, the online communities. In the beginning, I bought more open box and on sale, and so for me, having a return policy wasn't a big deal because you can't return those. Open box and a lot of the on sale items are non-returnable. They're final sale, and you get them for a discounted price, and I was willing to take that chance. However, if you're just starting out and you don't want to take that chance, I would I would start with somebody that has a good refund policy, because it's a journey. It is. And until you learn what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you can make your own, what you can't make your own, I can't tell you how much money I've spent on wigs before I found a color that worked for me, or colors, I should say, and styles. It's just a journey, and I've had some really wonderful wig sisters along the way that have helped me with it, and I am going to touch on that one because that is a part of where I source my wigs too. In fact, I think I will do that one next. But there's not a lot to say about these online communities except that beware, because there are some scam communities out there. I have found, though, that the communities that have a Facebook presence tend to be more legit. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't Facebook scam companies out there. There are. That's mostly in the buy-sell trade. But if a company has an online store and a Facebook presence with a Facebook community, I have found them, for the most part, to be legit. I'm not saying that there aren't some out there that couldn't fool you, so please be aware and vet them. But those are the three things that I kind of look for in companies that I work with, and then price. Anyways, there's not a lot to say about these online companies except that there's tons of them. There's thousands of them. There's lots of really good ones out there. There's more than the 8 or 10 that I work with. These are the 8 or 10 that I have found fit me and my style and what I'm comfortable with. Again, I'm not going to name them. It'd be too long. But please feel free to reach out to me if you'd like a list. So hopefully you find that helpful. It's not totally informative, but I'm trying. Take care, guys. Have a good day.